Data61 is the new name for a combination of NICTA and CSRO's digital productivity. So NICTA, many people may know NICTA is merging into CSRO, everyone knows CSRO, and but we have a different. We're a little bit different. We have the brand Data61, and we will have all the good bits of Siren, all the good bits of NICTA, and hopefully be great. Just to say a little bit about the name. So what we're about is data. As you may know, there's a lot of movement at the moment around the world, a lot of digital transformation, a lot of digital disruption. If you actually look back to why a lot of that's happening, a lot of it is about data, right? At the heart of it is data. And that's both the capture of data, new ways of capturing data about the world. There's getting sensors into everything, getting data from everything. There's how you analyse that data. There's how you make decisions based on that data, and how you tie that all together with large-scale computational systems. So we're doing research in all of those areas. We have each of those 4 areas I just mentioned are different research programs. We're tying that together with really the ability to build production quality software and get it out into the world, get it out into industry. We're doing a lot of work now with startups, trying to get new technologies into startups to build more startups, not just our own spin-out companies like NICTA has done in the past, but also existing startups. So it's really exciting. There's lots happening, and we're very thrilled to be working on NationalMap with Prime Minister and Cabinet and Geoscience Australia. So roughly, what is NationalMap? So NationalMap is map-based access to all of Australia's spatial data. This is all publicly available on the web. If you don't know, it's nationalmap.gov.au. Go there and try it out. It's an initiative of PM&C, but we're doing all the software development, and Geoscience Australia are doing the actual management of the service, the NationalMap service itself, which is in the cloud in Amazon Web Services. I'll just give a quick demo in a second, but just roughly what's there is the NationalMap. We don't store data. The whole point is hooking into existing either through data.gov.au or direct into the different government agencies, and that's at federal level, at state level, and at local council area. It exists to provide that easy access to spatial data. It's also there to help facilitate government agencies in making data available. We've put a lot of work into trying to make it easy for government agencies to release data. And one of the key things, and we'll talk a bit more about this later, is you don't have to have spatial data expertise to actually get data onto NationalMap. It can just be a spreadsheet, just a CSV file exported from a spreadsheet with postcodes or local government areas or statistical areas, and then it can be viewed spatially by anybody. But as Peter said, we're also building a framework for other companies to build on top of this, and we have got a number of startups now building things on top of the NationalMap. So it's currently about 3,000 data sets accessible through the NationalMap, but it's just growing continually without us doing anything. It's growing through automatically getting the data from new data that becomes available. About 30 different government agencies' data is available through there, and as I said, all levels of government, lots of states, and all the states and territories as well. Now we do, because we're trying to make it easy for people to release their data, we do actually put in place caching. Although I said we get things directly from the agencies, we do provide caching for performance purposes and usability so that people get a good experience using it without the government agencies having to set up as highly spec servers as they might otherwise have to do. I'll just play a quick video. So this is just a short video showing NationalMap. What you see here is I'm selecting a broadband ADSL quality. That data is coming live. You can see as we zoom in, we get more and more detail. And again, we are not storing that data. It's coming straight from whatever Department of Communications are serving at the time. We can look at land information. With any data that's there, you can get access to more information about who the data custodian, where is it coming from. This is coming from Geoscience Australia. It shows the surface geology. The last one was showing catchment areas from Department of Agriculture, of Environment. Now you can see there all the different state jurisdictions. Here's Tasmania. We're looking at emergency management information from Tasmania. We look at fire stations there. Again, that is coming live from Tasmanian Government as we speak, so it should be whatever. It'll be as current as the data being provided by the Tasmanian Government. It's showing acid sulphate soil types and so on. You can see there that there's data.gov.au. Now, this is hooking directly into data.gov.au, so any data that people have uploaded to data.gov.au is there. Here's Geelong Council, Greater Geelong Council. They've uploaded their customer service centres data. And that's just a simple CSV file. It's been uploaded and is available. the dog walking areas and so on. And so again, as I said, totally up to the data custodians to keep the data up to date, and it will be visible in NationalMap. Here's ABS. So we're now looking at country of birth data live from ABS using ABS API. So this is getting, I mean, this is census data, so it's not current data, but it is getting the data live from the ABS. We can go, that's showing statistics for area 4. I can look for anyone born in Italy. So this is looking at people born in Italy in Melbourne. I can click on one of the data, and there's a lot more rich querying you can do with the data. If I want to share data, I just hit the share button. It generates the image and generates a URL that I can send to someone else so they can go and see the same data in NationalMap. If I've got my own data, so this is a spreadsheet. This is just a simple spreadsheet that has, this has got ABS statistical CIFA data, socioeconomic indicators, by postcode. So I just drag that on and I get per postcode visualisation. In this case, I've got point data. This has actually got locations of services for Aboriginal groups in the Central Coast of New South Wales. And again, that populates that. If I click on a dot, I get the row of that spreadsheet. So it's really good for accessing data, but it's also good for looking at your own data in the context of that data. So this is the overall architecture. As I said, we don't store the data. We get the data directly from the different government agencies on the fly. And so this is quite different from most people think in terms of portals, web portals, where there is a big, heavy, thick application server with custom software in it. What we've done is moved all the software to the front end, so it's running in the browser. So basically, there isn't this big application-specific back end. It's all running in the browser, so it can talk directly to these other servers. This is the actual, for those that are interested in the software itself, we actually build, NationalMap is now a really thin layer, as is ARIMI. The other ones you hear about today are just really simple bits of web software that run on top of what we're calling TerraJS. So TerraJS is something we built initially for NationalMap, but is now being used by lots of agencies in Australia, lots of people around the world. The US Geological Survey now using it for their mapping. We've got people in startups around the world using it. We've got some people last week who are building they put cameras on the International Space Station. They want to access the data from the International Space Station. They're using our software. And we've open sourced this software. This builds on Cesium, which is a 3D globe browser. The Cesium was started by two people, one of whom now works for us, Kevin Ring. He's now the lead developer of Terra and NationalMap. The Cesium is now used for many applications that used to use Google Earth. Now that Google Earth is being phased out, most of them are moving to use Cesium. Everything runs in the browser. It's fully open source, fully free. So we contribute a lot to Cesium, and we build the TerraJS software on top of that. But because we recognise there's a lot of older computers, particularly in government, and we want to have an older browsers, we fall back to a 2D view. So some people, when they use NationalMap, only see 2D, some see 3D. And it works on a wide range of browsers. Just quickly, the different formats supported are... we natively support GeoJSON, KML, but CSV is really, what we're trying to do is encourage a lot of agencies to just use CSV. You don't have to have a GIS system as a data custodian. You don't have to use a GIS system to get your data into NationalMap. We've put a lot of effort into supporting a lot of open protocols. So, for example, there's an open geospatial consortium, have set up a lot of protocols. Now, a lot of GIS systems support these protocols now. And in some cases, we also talk directly to those GIS systems. So anyone who's operating an Esri server or a Google Maps server or anything like that, NationalMap can talk directly to those servers. So we put a lot of effort into interoperability with other systems because we don't want this to replace everything that's out there. We want this to be a simple front end that talks to all this richness that's out there, just to make it easy for agencies to get their data onto NationalMap. We talk to different catalogue servers. So we talk to the data.gov.au, but data.vic.gov.au, data.sa.gov.au, talk to all those different catalogue servers as well. So, and I mentioned that people are building things on top of this. This is a company, Propeller Aero is a company based in Sydney that has built a drone-based imagery platform that captures imagery from drones, puts it up into the cloud, makes 3D models and views them on 3D map. This is for use by surveyors. So at the moment, there's a whole lot of surveyors flying drones around construction sites and viewing the 3D models in the context of the national map. So they can look at local roads, local rail, local cadastre and so on, but see the progress of their construction site in that context. So there's a number of companies doing things like that now. We're also, ourselves, we've built a analytics engine that can be used with Terra.js. This part's not open source, but what that allows you to do is a whole lot of rich analytics that you can do with spatial data. So one of the things, what this is showing here, the spatial detailing, is the idea that you can take coarse spatial data, like a local government area, and you can associate that with a whole lot of other data to predict what that is at a finer level of detail, like postcode or statistical area 2 and so on. And we've tried that out with data like unemployment data, crime data. It doesn't have to be demographic data, it can be environmental data. And we're finding, as well as doing the prediction of the more fine-grained statistics, it can also actually give you a confidence level. So, for example, we've done work in crime prediction, which we've found to be 90% accurate. It tells you it's 90% accurate when it's making that prediction. Spatial infilling is similar, where you've got pockets of data, and you want to know the data you don't have. And so, again, because in this environment of an open spatial network, there's so much data available that you can learn from all that data and make accurate predictions. And those are just some of the examples of things being done on top of the Terra.js platform. So that's all I was going to say. But just, I think, want to make the key point that the national map is this front end to all of this rich open spatial infrastructure, and I think it's up to everyone to help play their part by making their. If they're an agency that has data, it's not about giving away your data for someone else to manage. It's about taking It's not just about open data anymore, it's about open data services. And so preparing your data for use by others, but trying to prepare it in a way that can be used. You think about how you can keep that data up to date where other people are accessing it, and you're thinking about how you can provision services that others can use. We're happy to help. With PM&C and Data61, we're happy to help you get up to speed on how you make your data services available so that people can use it for whatever they want to use it for, within reason. Okay, that's it.